with the knowledge that they need, man.
That's right.
And that's what we're going to show you, that God ordained us to do these things in the scriptures back in ancient time as well as in the present time. Go ahead.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 15.
How you feeling, sis? Hey, what you think about black and brown unity? You think black people love each other enough, or you think we should love each other a little bit more than what we love each other already? The second one, right? We need to learn how to love each other properly. Because we all are one unit. We're all one people. Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are all one people. You know who we are? Who are we? Now, who are God's people? The Israelites that the Bible speaks of. So you know about these things, right? She said she was in a Christian school for 5 years. But you want to know one thing that Christian haven't done for us? We've been in Christianity our whole lives, right? But we still hate each other. You know what I'm saying? We still move in a certain way that's not good to our Father. You know? One thing that we need to learn is what love truly is. Have you ever heard what love is? Let me show you one scripture and I'm going to let you go. My brother got a flyer for you too. But give me John, give me John chapter 1 verse 12. You hold what you got. Are you there already? Go ahead.
1 and 2, 1.
Yeah, 1 and 5.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 3.
5 verse 1.
5 verse 1.
Yeah, Tom.
The book of 1 John chapter 5 verse 1. Whosoever believeth that YHWH is the Christ.
No, 5 and 1. 5 and 1. We're going to see what love is. Go ahead.
Whosoever believeth that Jesus is the Christ is born of God. And everyone that loveth him, that begat, loveth him also that is begotten of him.
So first we got to start loving Christ, right? But then go ahead and see this.
By this we know that we love the children of God.
This is how we know what love is, and that we're loving one another properly. We're all children of God. We're all the Israelites, right? Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Go ahead.
Right. When we love God and keep his commandments.
When we love God and keep his commandments. Because his commandments tells me to be long-suffering with you. His commandments tells me to be patient with you. His commandments tell me not to sell dope to my people and wish destruction upon my people. Which we do in so much ways. And you know what the Christian church says? As long as you believe in Jesus Christ, it's all right. You can repent tomorrow. You can repent over and over again. No, repent is to... But it's not on our own mind to believe... But it's more than the 10 commandments. It's 613 commandments. That's what I said. Like the 10 commandments, there's nowhere in the 10 commandments that says I have to be patient with you. But there is commandments that tell me to be patient with you when I go on the 613. There's no, There's no commandment that's saying that I have to be long-suffering with you. But in the 613, you can see these things. You know, it's more than just 10. What's 6 plus 1 plus 3? Because there's 613 commandments that God gave us. What's 6 plus 1 plus 3? 10. So God was telling us to follow all of them from the beginning. This is our culture. This is who we are as a people. When God led the people of Moses into the Holy Land, he gave them a culture of how to live with one another. And that's what God gave us. Not religion, not Christianity. We got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments that tell me to be at peace with my brother no matter how much they might be getting on my nerves, man. I got to love them. And you know how we love people? Unconditionally. No, there's conditions. You got conditions on how a man loves you. Can a man say, hey man, no matter what I do to you, even if I beat you, you better stay with me? That's not love. There's conditions. I know, because there's conditions, right? That's what I'm saying. There's conditions. God has conditions on how you love him and how he's going to love you. There's conditions on how we love God, but we don't know these conditions because all the church teaches us is love, love, love. They don't teach us the side that God hates too. We got to understand those sides too. Because right now, God is mad at us. Right. And he's hating us right now. You can see that through the things that we go through. We're getting our ass whooped because we don't want to follow God's law, statutes, and commandments, which is the order that he gave us to do. But go ahead. This is the love of God.
Verse 3, for this is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments are not grievous.
This is the love of God, that we keep his commandments, and his commandments is not hard for me to keep. Nobody is holding a gun to my head saying that I got to eat shrimp, crab, pork, and lobster that has me in and out of the hospital like my grandma with high blood pressure and heart diseases. You know, I could choose to put down these things and actually make my body healthy. You know, nobody's forcing me to eat these things. I could choose to let go of grudges. Nobody's forcing me to hold on to grudges. You know, so the law is not grievous for me to follow. Me and my brothers could put on the tassels like our ancestors used to do to remind us of everything that God said to do. That's not hard for me to do. I could do that. But the pastor in the church is going to say, you can't follow the laws of Moses. Nobody could. We're in the New Testament. You know what I'm saying? But then say in the same breath, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. That shows that somebody's contradicting the Bible. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can be long-suffering and patient with you. I don't have to give up on you. Matter of fact, give me some. What is it? I'm gonna show you two more. Give me two more real quick, sis. Oh, go ahead, sis. Go ahead. That's right. Now, mind you, if you can have patience with everyone's the same. I ain't gonna say that everyone is the same, but we all need to move with one another properly. Now, mind you, God said that He's gonna bring peace on earth. But you know how He said He's gonna bring peace on earth? Through us having peace with each other first. The spotlight's on the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian man. Everybody follows us until the cops come. Is that right, sis? Everybody want to be us, right? That means that we got to influence the world properly. But we don't do these things. We influence the world to show the nips, to free the cheeks, you know what I'm saying, to twerk on Instagram and stuff like that. That's how a lot of our women do. And now you see the Chinese women doing it. Now you see the white women do it. Now you see everybody else doing it. So that means she's not influencing the world properly, as well as the black man and Hispanic man. We having violence towards one another, drill music about killing each other. Now you're seeing Chinese people want to be lowriders and talk about killing each other too. So we're not influencing the world properly. I'm just saying things that we do, everybody else starts to do. So I understand what you're saying, sis. When you little sis, little princess, I understand what you're saying when you say that we need to be long-suffering with everybody. But we got to be long-suffering with each other first. And then we can be that influence for everybody else to be long-suffering with each other. But it starts with us doing it first. A lot of our people will be long-suffering with the boss at work. A lot of our people will be long-suffering with whites, Arabs, Chinese, East Indians. But when it comes to Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, nobody want to be long-suffering with us, not even us. And that has to stop. That's why God is whooping our behind. Now give me this real quick. Because I'm going to continue to show you what love is. Love is what I'm showing you right now, sis and princess. This is what love is. Love is telling you to do things that's beneficial for you to do, regardless of how you feel about it. You know, if you go try to take a crackhead out of crackhead's mouth, you know what I'm saying? A crack pipe out of crackhead's mouth, he's going to flip out on you. But deep down, when he gets off of it, he's going to know, damn, that person loved me. They really were trying to help me. Same with... No, definitely. That's what I'm saying. But I'm saying... They don't think you helped them at the time. Like if you try to hit a crack pipe out of a crackhead head, he might stab you. He might put out a little 20. A lot of them have 22 on them. Just go out the boot and pop your ass. But through your love, you know I'm going to help them. Remember, you ever seen New Jack City? Remember Ice-T and Pookie? That was love. He made himself uncomfortable, you know what I'm saying, to make his brother comfortable and to help his brother off of things. So that's what I'm saying what love is. Watch this real quick. Go ahead. For whatsoever is born of God overcometh the world. 19. Leviticus 19. Leviticus 19? Yeah, no, you good. Go to Leviticus 19. Now, mind you, study the Bible for yourself. Don't let nobody else teach it to you. All right? Always look into what this is saying because they'll give you pre-notions of what things are that is just not true. They told you you're black, right? You the color of that car? Huh? You are God's child, that's true. But are you black? Are you the color of that car? No, you're not. So somebody lied to you on that. But you know where they didn't lie to you about? Is that you're a child of God. A princess from the daughter of Zion. That's right. From the daughters of Zion, Salakia. You know, you come from the tribe of Judah. That's what God called you. The children of God are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Those are the children of God. Not everybody are children of God. Only Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians are the children of God. Right. Which you're connected to. That's a beautiful thing, right? No, they're created by God, but doesn't mean they're children of God. Like, for instance, can everybody be... Is that your mama? Huh? The one you was with? All right, so can everybody be her daughter? Even though she loves everybody, can everybody be her daughter, though? No, they can't. You know what I'm saying? Just like your father has a children. God has a children. Can he love everybody if he wants to? Yes. Can he choose to hate somebody that's doing his children wrong? Yes. But he has a children at the end of the day. And you're one of his child. Your mom is one of his children. We are the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. We need to come back to that instead of calling ourselves black. That's what America called us. We're not black. We're not a color in a crayon box. We're better than black. And when they call you black, they're calling you mud. They're calling you dirty. They're calling themselves beautiful when they say they're white and they're pure. That's what they're doing when they say these things. It's to tear you down and not let you know that you're a princess and a ruler of this earth.
That's right.
And your God is going to give you rulership of this earth. I'm saying, but God hasn't. Just Jesus had a color. And it's not color. Mind you, that's not what I look at either. I'm happy you said that. You see this brother right here? Yeah, but he's not the same color as me. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, he's the same bloodline as me. That's what the Bible is teaching. The Bible is teaching a bloodline of the people. The Bible is about Israelites and their dwellings with their God and what's going to happen, what happened to them in the past, what's going to happen to them in the present, and what's going to happen to them in the future. You want one way that I can prove that to you? Watch this real quick. How do black people get over here? Huh? No, how do black people get to America? I don't know if they're teaching it to you in the school anymore. They stopped teaching it in school. Hey, come here, guys. Come here real quick. I want to show you some pictures real quick, some images. Come here. Trust me, it'll be worth it. And I'm not here to debate or think that I'm better than anybody or anything like that, because I'm not. I'm still working on myself, too. Yeah. Leviticus, no. You got Deuteronomy 28? Yeah. So my question to you guys was, how did black people get over to America? So-called black people. They shipped us over here, and we became slaves to America.
Right.
Guess who got, huh? Hey, check this out real quick, sis, though. Watch this. You see these? You see these signs real quick? Come check this picture out real quick. You see these chains and all that? That's what you just now said happened, right? And that's how we came over here. So one way to prove that you're God's child is because of these things that happened to you and how God's going to deliver you out of these things. Just like he had to deliver the people out of Egypt. What was Moses' people doing in Egypt? They were slaves. You know what I'm saying? But did God free the Egyptians or did he free his people? He freed his people. What do you think God's going to do again? If we were brought here to be slaves here, don't you think God's going to free us again? Watch this real quick. I'll show you how you guys were the people of the Bible. Read 15. Then go to 68. Yeah.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
You know who wrote Deuteronomy? You're pretty knowledgeable. I'm just questioning. I'm trying to keep up with your intellect. Numbers of Deuteronomy. Who do you think wrote those books? Moses wrote those books. And where did Moses write those books?
We don't see this.
Huh? No, he wrote them for God, but he wrote them to the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. You know what I'm saying? His people. You know what I'm saying? So watch this. This is what Moses is saying to his people is going to happen in the future if they don't listen. Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So if we don't listen to Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, and Deuteronomy, like you just spoke about, which is the Torah, the laws of God, if we don't follow those laws that tell us to love each other and be there for one another and protect each other even when other people try to kill us, you know what I'm saying? If we choose to protect one another and follow these laws, we will be good. But if we choose to break these things, which we do, we'll sit over here and camcorder our people beating each other up, man, for YouTube. We'll sit over and let a white pop kill us in front of us, but then when they kill us, we want to go and kill each other. We ain't going to fight against, the system, but we'll fight against each other quick. God said not to do that. God told Moses that we was not supposed to do that. We are supposed to stand up for our brothers and sisters no matter what. Go ahead.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
I read this. I used to be in Christian church my whole life. I was a choir boy. I sung. You know what I'm saying? I got down. You know what I'm saying? In the Christian trial. I did. I was crying and all that. You know, man? Believe white Jesus, all that stuff. But then I read the Bible myself. And then when I read this part, I cried. Because it happened to my people and it's still happening to them to this day. God said that we would be cursed. Hey, sis, would you say that the Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians is cursed in America? We go through a lot of pain here, don't we?
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of white people don't go through the pain we go through. Chinese people don't go through the pain we go through. Everybody else outside of Black, Hispanics, and Native Indians do not go through the pain we go through. So God said that pain was for a reason. Your mom put pain on your behind when you don't listen. You know why she do that? So you could learn, because she loves you and she don't want nothing bad to happen to you for you acting crazy out in the streets. So what do you think God's going to do to us when we don't listen? He's going to put pain on us. And this is one of the pain he put on us. Go to 68. This is one of the curses.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
God said he was going to bring us into Egypt again with ships. What's a way if I could say this? Like euphemism.
Probably punk.
You're talking about like I'm a D-boy you.
You know who D-boy is? You know what I'm saying? If somebody said I'm a D-boy you for them shoes, what are they saying? They're going to jack you for your shoes. This is how Moses spoke too. We spoke in euphemisms. That's what that was called right there. It's like a euphemism. We spoke in euphemisms. So Moses is telling his people that if you don't listen to God, God is going to send you into Egypt again on ships. What did you say we did in Egypt? Slavery. That's right. To prove that you're true. The Bible is a sword. It cuts. It proves everything. And this is how you start to prove everything that you're speaking to where you don't sound crazy.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So Egypt is synonymous with bondage. It's synonymous with slavery. And that's what Moses is telling his people. God just took you guys out of slavery. And he gave you a mighty law. But if you guys don't listen, he's going to put you back in slavery. Now put slavery there real quick.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
How did black people get here? How did black people get here? With ships. So the Lord said he's going to bring us back into Egypt with ships. Anybody got a dollar bill?
Yeah.
Huh? Let me see a dollar bill. Hold that. Well, yeah, come on. You can hold it with me. We're going to hold it together, right? Look at the back of it. In the back of it, what you see? A pyramid. And then what else? An eagle. I want you to remember that eagle, right? But God said he's going to bring you into Egypt again, meaning slavery again. This is the Egypt it's talking about. It wasn't talking about literal Egypt. It was talking about a place of slavery that you're going to go to. Because we didn't listen. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Because God told Moses and told us all throughout the scriptures that you're not going to go to actual Egypt. And if you repent and follow my laws, I'll never put you in slavery again. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't listen to my laws, you go into slavery.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
God said that we was going to be sold to our enemies for slave men and slave women. You said that happened in history. History backs that up. God said that this was only happening to his children of Israel. He said this to Moses. So would I be crazy to say, dang, this happened to my people, my ancestors, I must be an Israelite? Because God said to Moses that this is going to happen to the people of Israel. I like your power too. Keep going, sis. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. The Israelites have been with us. We still at this day in our captivity. I think that's Baruch.
Baruch 40. Oh, yeah.
Oh, no, you good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm not tripping.
So like I was
Oh, no, he hated us for it. Still love though. He said, yeah, he's going to kill us all in a different way. That's another reason why we out here preaching too. You made a good point that on that last part. And then you didn't say nothing wrong. Everything you said was true and beautiful. I just want to paint a picture that it's here right now. It's happening right now. And on top of that, you said two things. One, you said that what is it? God loved us, and basically like we're kind of not in slavery. That's what I got the gist of. You know what I'm saying? That God's people ain't in slavery no more. God says people still is in slavery. Then another thing that you said is the promised land. You know? So with us getting the promised land, that means a land that has us captive has to be destroyed. And then you said, what is it? The water. You said God killed us with water, right? You know that Christ said he's going to kill us with fire? That's next. He said the first death was water. The second death shall be fire. So we're out here to warn our people to come back to God because America is going to be destroyed by fire. Thermonuclear missiles. Isaiah prophesied about it. Moses prophesied about it. Ezra prophesied about it. You know, a lot of people prophesied about this place being destroyed. Jesus Christ prophesied that America, which is the daughter of Babylon, is going to be destroyed. The place of the Israelites' captivity by fire. And 2/3 of our people can be caught up in this fire. Even lesser than that, actually. I mean, more than that. They're not, but see, wait, what you said, the righteous ones that listen to God, what? They're going to go to heaven. Now, mind you, what is heaven? You said the promised land earlier, right? So that means heaven is on earth. God said the kingdom of heaven is within you. Didn't Jesus say that? Give me Baruch real quick.
I'm moving too fast. I'm jumping around.
This is the book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity.
Oh, we're yet this day in our slavery. We're still in America. Do black people have their own land, sis? Do Arabs have their own? I mean, what is it? Mexicans have their own land? You know, no, they don't. The Spaniards run that land. Which I'm talking about the Hispanics, not just Mexicans. Puerto Ricans, all. Huh? Yeah, we don't have our own land, but guess what we really do? That land of Israel that everybody's fighting over right now, that's our land. Where those Jewish people are saying that that's their land, no, that's our land. That's why they say Jewish. Huh? Where the Jewish people belong? They belong in the dirt and in some caves, according to the Bible. But I didn't want to drift that way. I wanted to more or less say who we are first before I start speaking about what God's going to do to them for taking our identity from us. Our identity thief, I just want to say this part real quick. Our identity thief doesn't go and take a bum's identity. He takes a rich person's identity. That's what an identity thief does. You know what I'm saying? So one thing that these Caucasians have done is taken our identity and assumed our position to be us. That's why they call themselves Jewish. The ish is a suffix meaning pertaining to. So when you see the ish in the back of a word, it means pertaining to. If I call you childish, am I calling you a child or am I saying you're acting like a child? Acting like a child. So when they say Jewish, they're not saying they're Jews. They're saying they're doing things pertaining to the Jews. So now the question is, who's the real Jews? Jesus Christ was a Jew. You know that, right? He was from the tribe of Judah. You know Jesus Christ was black in the Bible? You ever seen that? Watch, I'm going to show you that in a minute. But go ahead and read this.
Baruch chapter 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse.
Just like you said, we got punished for breaking God's laws. The Israelites got put into slavery to their enemies for breaking God's laws. We've been breaking God's laws. You know one of God's laws that we're breaking? Not even wearing fringes. You know another law that our sisters break? By being out here showing their nipples and shaking their booties behind. That's a sin of God. God said not to do that. So when we don't listen to God, back in the ancient times, the Israelites went into slavery for not listening to God. If we're not listening to God, where are we at right now? Slavery. Now, mind you, everybody's going to be in the kingdom of heaven. Meaning everybody is going to be on earth when we have rulership of the earth under Jesus Christ. Everybody's going to be there. 1/3 of the earth is going to be destroyed. The third part of the earth that's going to be destroyed is America. You got four parts of the earth. You got China, Africa, or Asia. My fault. You got Asia, Africa, Europe, and then America. America is going to be destroyed, but then we still got the rest of the third earth. And I don't mean like destroyed to where nobody can walk here anymore. It's just going to be a desert land. After these nukes hitting, and Brazil, India, China, and Russia, and North Korea, if you watch your news, want to nuke America right now. World War III has already started. But with that being said, that's deep knowledge. I want to hold on to the knowledge that you know about real quick and drift you around to these things, right? And I said that for you too, sis, to understand. Huh? Oh yeah, I watch a lot of stuff.
What do you think about the pastor?
You said the pastor killing wife? I didn't see that one. The pastors is doing a lot of things. You seen it? You seen it? What do you think about it? Come tell me what you think about it.
We in San Diego. We in San Diego.
Hey, but what's in that notes about it?
That's-
Hold on.
No, if that's news, if that's news out here, then we can't do it.
No, that's BS because he heard about it. He seen it.
It was like on social media.
Oh, he seen it on Instagram. What do you think about that? Because she asked the question.
It kind of seems like a judgment was happening. I don't know all the details, but from my understanding, she was stepping out on him. Correct or incorrect? Yeah, see, the Lord was passing judgment on what was going on. Oh, I saw that too. Hey, that's not the house of the Lord. I'm just.
Now, mind you, God said all that's going to happen for. But mind you, I get you. Now, mind you, God makes people do things. He says, I put the vengeance of an evil spirit on somebody to cast out my vengeance. Now, mind you, it was an evil spirit that hopped on him, or a spirit. I ain't going to say evil spirit. It was a spirit that hopped on him. God spoke about these things happening.